A lot of people don't believe in hypnosis. They say, oh please, people were paid off in that video. That could never be me. But you don't realize that you hypnotize yourself each and every day. The person who validates themselves the most will dispense the validation in the room. All people are doing, business or anything in life really, is people going into different rooms, different places, different rooms, and saying and doing different things. Mostly just saying things, unless you're an athlete and you're going there to box or you're going there to play baseball, right? But even then, you still have to conversate and learn how to say things, how to have a strong frame. People follow people with a strong frame, and you don't always have to even be right. I'm a big advocate for following Jesus Christ and the Bible, the Heavenly Father. Check in with their frame first, because that is the truth. But even if you notice, like with rock stars or rap icons, they won't have a lot of truth, obviously, in what they're saying, but they have a strong frame. Their strong frame translates into celebrity status. So what you have to do, what we're mostly doing, most of us, are in the derper mindset where we're pinging our reactions and what we're going to say and do and even think next or right now is pinging off of what other people are going to perceive us as. Even now as I'm saying it, my brain's like, oh yeah, remember, people are going to watch this video. What are they going to be thinking about what you're saying and how you're saying it? How are you going to say it? What are you going to say next? But what you have to do is you have to ping off of your brain. You're the frame. And when your frame is strong enough, then people will actually go, something about that guy. Owen Cook described this in his free tour where he was like, all right, I know I'm talking about going against a groupthink, but I want you guys to do this. Yeah, do this with me for a second. Even you on the video going back and forth with me for a second. Go with the same rhythm as me, back and forth, right? Back and forth, back and forth. It feels good to be in the rhythm of someone else. And then just being in the knowledge of knowing that it's feeling good to be in the groupthink like that, or when you're chanting something, like we think about when you're singing in church, right? You're at a concert and you're singing the same words and everyone's singing it. Feels good. You're singing it louder than what you would if you had the microphone up to you and everyone's staring quietly at you. You're having fun. It feels good is what I'm saying. It feels good. So we create based off of our feeling state. So basically what you feel is going to be what you manifest, what you bring into reality. So if you're with that knowledge that the groupthink feels so good, you have to understand that we are afraid to go out of the groupthink. So we are afraid to speak loud in public. If I was in public right now and it was really quiet, no one else is talking, like in a coffee shop, and I got my video camera out and I'm about to start a video, I'm about to be like, yo, what's up guys? I'm about to talk to you guys about this right now. We're in a coffee shop, Starbucks, everyone's working. My brain, because of groupthink, is going to be pinging off alarms in my brain going, shut up, you look like an idiot. But you gotta understand that it doesn't always help you, that voice of groupthink. You may be perfectly fine to speak up, maybe not in Starbucks, right? That's kind of crazy. Like everyone's going there to get peace and quiet. But let's say you're out in public, right? And you're allowed to speak in public, loud, but that same voice is going to override, right? What Napoleon Hill says, you can't practice weakness and expect strength to show up. If you have a weak frame that allows the groupthink to dictate what you think, say, and feel all the time, what you think and say and feel often with what you think and say often, that is what you will do. And what you do is what you will become, what you do repeatedly. So if you do that repeatedly, then when the time comes for you to speak loud and you're in public and you're ready to speak, or you're on stage, you're ready to speak, stifled because your brain has practiced being in the groove and deepening that rift in your brain. So you have to learn. It's important to know, don't completely go off of groupthink, right? Because if you're going to jump off a bridge, the groupthink saves your life. Or if you're going to walk into a road and you aren't paying attention and you can notice people are freaking out, it can save your life from walking into the middle of the road, the groupthink. It's very helpful. But it oftentimes overrides our brains because we overreact. We take things way 100% too far when we should be at 5%. But we're only doing that because we're protecting our future selves, but we're actually training ourselves to be a weaker frame. And when you're in a weaker frame, if I'm calling someone, I'm like, hey, I think you should check this out. It might be really good for you. Or if I'm like, hey, I really think you should check this out. It changed my life. I know it's going to change yours. Which one are you going with? And there is a way to take it too far, right? When you go that way and you're like, I want to show you this product and it's going to be great for you because it helped me out too. You're taking it too far because you're incongruent. It's only because you're incongruent with what you're trying to do. Because you're trying to do strength when you're used to weakness. But if you slowly override, not even slowly, you got to start right now. Hammer it, hammer it, hammer it, hammer it. Every time a negative thought comes in that is not with the identity that you want to choose, not with the frame that you want to choose, if it's with the group think or if it's just a thought that you don't choose yourself consciously, kick it out like it's an invader. Repel it, like the Pokemon item. Repel. You have to believe in yourself. You have to hypnotize yourself. We hypnotize ourselves into the group think each and every day. We hypnotize ourselves into thinking that we can't do it each and every day. Like Henry Ford says, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. Because if you believe you can't, then you're not going to have the actions or the effort in the actions to get the results necessary. If you believe you can, even if you can't, your effort and the actions that you put forth, you will come as close to making it possible as possible. And oftentimes, you can pull the impossible out of the possible by focusing on it so much. Just like the Wright brothers, all the mechanics of the world of the time, the geniuses, were like, it can't be done. You can't make an airplane fly through the sky. It just can't be done. They were like, it's wrapped. But two bicycle engineers, bicycle mechanics, okay? The Wright brothers, because they focused on it. They saw it and they obsessed over it. You have to obsess over what you want to become. This is you. You're becoming the airplane that can fly. No one believes that you can become that version of you that you know that you can be. It's in there. Just like no one believed in the Wright brothers being able to make an airplane fly. But you can make anything happen if you will it into existence by forcing it, by obsessing on it, and by living in your dream fulfilled now, by appreciating what you have. Because there's a lot of things in your life that you wish that you had 5 years ago, or even 1 year ago, let alone 6 months ago. So when you look at things you have, even like the drink that you're drinking, like right now, I'm drinking, sponsored by Black Rifle, drinking a little energy drink. Shouldn't be drinking these as often, but the point is, I'm appreciative of this $3.29 energy drink. It's like, this is awesome. It tastes amazing. I'm appreciating every sip. I'm holding it with consciousness. My fingers can't even bend all the way. But I focus on how I'm holding it and how I'm living in this moment. Your relationship with this present moment is forever going to be the same. So if you're so stuck on, how can I do this and that? You're value framing, you're value seeking. And that signifies that you're not happy with the current present moment. It's weakening your frame too because you're not paying attention. Someone could be saying something, like maybe in this video, you might be tuning in and out because your relationship with the present moment is to daydream about whatever you're daydreaming about. So you have to get your mind back in the present moment. Be happy with the present moment. Be happy with what you have. And that will attract more of what you want, because you're focused on the relationship to the present moment, which brings 100% of you to the moment instead of 45%, like most of us bring. And you have a stronger frame. And having a stronger frame equals celebrity status. Even those rock stars or rap icons. Some of them are stupid, but people follow them because their frame is strong. Let me be clear here. We naturally, instinctively want the group think to tell us that we are 10 out of 10. We want the group think. We want we want to walk into a room and everyone to be like, that guy is number one. That guy looks amazing. What can I do? We want everyone to love us. Everything that we share, for the most part, even if you're like, oh, I saw this cool movie, you're sharing that because you think it's going to make you look good that you know about this cool movie, even if you don't think it is. It's subconscious. Even just having fun in the moment, even when you're not in value seeking, when you're having fun in the moment, it's because you want to provide value to them or value to them through value to yourself, by being good vibes. We naturally want to go away from people and get away when we feel like we're subtracting, when we feel like we're negative in the situation, like when you're having a horrible traumatic day or just a bad work day in general. You want to go in your room away from people. You don't want to lash out. You don't want to, dump your issues on them. For the most part, there might be a time where you want to talk for a little bit, but you want to get your alone time to think on it, go on a walk, go on a drive, whatever you do. So if your subconscious, if your state, your frame of mind views yourself as, I'm not as good as them, I'm not as cool as I need to be yet, I'm still working on it, I still need to get more muscular, still need to get 5% body fat more off me, I still need to make $5,000 more dollars, then I'll be good enough to go and do what I want to do, then I'll be good enough to be happy. I need to get 10,000 more views, 20,000 more subscribers, then I'll be happy with what I have. You say that, but you don't realize what you're doing is this never-ending loop of one day. And when you do that, when you do the one day, it's like the addict that says, one more time, I'll start tomorrow. That's why most people don't do their New Year's resolution, because the internal chatter, the identity doesn't change. If you don't change your identity, which develops your frame, because your identity is what your frame is going to come by off as. Remember, most of us are pinging off of the group think and what the group thinks, because when the group think tells us that we're amazing, that we're 10 out of 10, that we're the 1 out of 1 in this situation, it gives us permission for our brain to open up and have what's called lateral thinking, where you're not pinging off of them, where they're pinging off of you. Not because you're forcing it, just because you're pinging off yourself. And they like that, because we all want someone to rely on. That's why we all need to rely on Heavenly Father God. And Jesus Christ was the only perfect human who lived and died and rose again for our sins, because no one could do it by themselves. So we all naturally are seeking for that person to save us. It's Jesus. But what you need to realize is that when you lock into that frame of I accept myself, people are going to accept you, because everyone's seeking for a person that accepts themselves so that they can sit back and watch. Like the actors on screen that you're watching. They are not questioning the roles that they're playing. They are so in it, and just in it, that you're in it with them. So what I like to do is I'll pretend like, at my work anyway, that I'm the boss. I paid for the building. I paid for everything. I've developed this business. It's my business. My money is being paid every hour to everyone. So I'm thinking more of the terms of not, oh, am I doing it right? Am I responding okay? It's more like, all right, is everyone on track here? The business running? All right, what are we doing next? Next hour, got to get appointments going. It's more like streamlined for progress. I'm not questioning myself. If anything, I'm questioning how other people are moving, and then I'm keeping myself fast paced. So it's similar to yourself where you want to assume that they already are on your side, because most people are. Unless they're just mean people, they're not going to be on your side. But most people that you go up to, they want you to show up as your best because, again, they want the entertaining person. They want the person that is self-reliant, self-validated, so that they can kick back and relax like in the movies. You're helping them to feel good. So just know that when you bring that, there might be a little bit of a test because they want to make sure it's real, right? But once they see it's real, then what you have is essentially is the goal, is a super fan, someone that will support your mission, someone that you may be able to collaborate and work with or help on their journey. There's going to be people you help, there's going to be people you work with, and there's going to be people like your teammates, and then there's going to be mentors, the masters that you learn from. So learn to hypnotize yourself, because if you don't, either someone else with a stronger frame will do it by paying you, and then eventually you're working in their office, in their frame, in their reality that they have built. Building your life off of that, yeah. Or you're doing it for yourself, and you can do that right now. You don't have to be a millionaire or have a six-pack abs, or you don't have to have a family and have it all figured out for this to work for you. All you have to know is that everyone's a grown kid. Everyone's just the same as you. The only person that should be looked after before your frame is Jesus Christ and God, because they are correct. They are the truth. But everyone else is just expression. Everyone else is just something you can go, all right, and then learn from it and take it or leave it. When it comes to Jesus and God, they're giving you all the gold nuggets, not lying to you at all, because God is only good, does not lie, so you can trust that. Everyone else, don't worry about what they think about you. Worry about what you think about them. Not in a weird way, but do they even vibe for you? Do you want that in your life? If not, move on next. No big deal. Nothing weird. Don't judge them. Lest you not judge for you be judged yourself, but just move on. Find your ace. If you're an ace of spades or a king of hearts or whatever, go find your other king of hearts or ace of spades or the complementary ones. And if they aren't, then they aren't. Let them go on in peace. It's like the person that you date and now you're exes, but you wish them the best because they're a good person, but you just weren't going to get married and have kids with them. You got to look at it the same way in life when you're meeting people. But expand the sample. Don't leave it up to fate, up to chance. God knows everything that's going to happen, but God gave us free will. So go out there and make it happen, man. And I don't care how many hours you work. You got time in the day to go out for an hour or two, or to work on something for an hour or two. If you're not going out, do something. Chisel away at it every day, because by chiseling away at it, you're creating the winner effect. You're building momentum. You have to start the avalanche with a snowball. No one's going to start it for you. If anything, they're starting their own avalanche. Good for them. But what you have to do is start the snowball. Then, along the way, if you're lucky enough, soon in the journey, you'll find someone else that's seriously rolling up their snowball too. And then two minds work better than one. But for now, no complaints. Build your frame. Remember, all the people who get followed have a frame strong enough to hold those followers. So understand that you're going to have to believe in yourself. If you want people to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself yet, that's perfectly normal. Even people who are successful have imposter syndrome. So one, remember that. But two, replace your inner chatter. You're probably not going to be able to do it yourself at first. That's not negative talk. That's just because you're stacked against the odds. So I want you to look up Napoleon Hill Wisdom. It's a YouTube channel that has hour-long audios of like Napoleon Hill auto suggestions. You can look that up too. And he will speak it into your brain for you. And then eventually you'll pick up on how he's speaking and you'll put it into your thoughts yourself. Or just look up Elmer O'Locker Jr., his audios as well. You got to replace your chatter with someone else's chatter. Then when you understand the identity of the pattern of the identity that you want, you lock in on it, you obsess on it. And once you obsess on it, it starts to become you, because what you repeat, you become. But you must repeat what you want to become until you become it, because if you don't repeat it enough, you won't become it. You must do the grooves. I can swing a baseball bat once, but if I swing it 10,000 times, I'm a master. So keep swinging. Don't be discouraged at the mess-ups. You're getting closer. If you knew that 25 failures from now, you would find success, the success that you've been waiting for, how fast would you run towards those failures? So don't give up on failure 15 when you just need 10 more. I'm ending it here. Let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about next. Look up Elmer O'Locker Jr. Look up Napoleon Hill Wisdom. Read the Gospels. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. He just came out with a new book, Seeing the Supernatural. Just a reminder to myself to go buy that book because I need to read it. So everyone go check out Lee Strobel. Peace.